talk about how many pairs were made, before we talk about resale and where to get the shoe, I want to make a quick announcement. I'm going to be giving away this Jordan 5 Raging Bull. Now, to be qualified and to be eligible to win this, you have to be a member of House of Kicks Premium membership. And what is a membership? The membership is about $4.99 every month, and it gives you access to our premium content that I share on my website. You also get, secondly, a free sneaker authentication every month, and you get exclusive access to early links, coupons, and sneaker steals, and you get a periodical report on sneakers and other items you can resell for money. You get your sneaker story or collection or store featured on House of Kicks. I receive about 300,000 page views every month, so your store is going to be featured on there. And then 6, last but not least, you get periodically put into our raffle for a chance to win a free item. Mostly it's going to be sneakers and other things, but mostly sneakers. And then 7, you get your fee waived on the first 3 items you purchase via our proxy shopping service. I have a proxy shopping service that allows people that live in other states to buy from Maryland. Let's say I go out and I do some kind of scouting. You see a shoe you want and you want to buy it. You can use my proxy shopping service to get access to that. If you live in France or if you live in Germany, if you live overseas and you want to buy stuff from America, you can use my proxy shopping service. So if you get that membership of $4.99 every month, what you're going to get is you're going to get access to all these 7 perks that I have on the website, okay? So again, if you want to enter it, I'll have a link for it in the description. Be sure to check it. This is going to be the first shoe I'm going to be giving away, all right? Now we can talk about resale, and then we're going to talk about how many pairs were made of the Jordan 1 Court Purple. Now, the first thing we always want to do when we do this is this. We want to know who is getting the shoe, the stockist. In this case, you have Foot Locker, Foot Action Champs, Finish Line, JD Sports, Hibbert. That's the major retailers beside Nike. And then for the minor chain, the smaller chains, you have Shoe City, DTLR, Ruvila, Jimmy Jazz, and Shoe Palace. Now, so far, these are the only retailers that I came up with for the USA. So now we have like boutiques, but their numbers are pretty insignificant, so I'm not going to focus too much on those. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to set up our assumptions. The assumptions are important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action about 30% of the entire inventory for North America. And then for Finish Line, JD Sports, and Hibbert, I will give them 30%. And then minor retailers and boutiques will be given 15%, and Nike will acquire 25%. So this is how I'm going to partition this inventory. Now, the next thing I'm going to say is I'm going to say that Foot Locker, Champs, and Foot Action online get about 1/3 of the total inventory the physical stores are getting. And then based on my observation when I was doing my research, it's fair to say that only 1/3 of Foot Locker, Champs, and Foot Action will receive an inventory. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to run our numbers. And numbers is going to be pretty much straightforward. Now, first we need to know how many Foot Locker stores. That's 334. For Champs, I'm going to give them 183. And then for Foot Action, we have about 70 stores. Now, for Foot Action and Champs, I'm going to give them 18 pairs per store. For regular Foot Lockers, I'm going to give them 24. And for House of Hoops, we're going to give them 70 pairs. Now, again, we are trying to be conservative here. Now, for the regular Foot Locker, the stock number will be 334 minus 170 times 24. We get about 3,936 pairs. And then for House of Hoops, it's going to be 170 times 70. We get about 11,900 pairs. For Champs, we get about 3,294 pairs. And then for Foot Action, we get about 1,260. So I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Now, to get the allocation online, we add all these numbers and we divide it by 3. Based on our assumptions, we have 97 pairs when we do the total divided by 3. And then for the total for Foot Locker online and in stores, we're going to add up all these numbers. And if you add them all together, I came up with 27,390 pairs, and I stretched that number to 30,000 just because of my assumptions. You know, there's always room for error. So what we do is we stretch it a little bit. Now, to get a grand total for America, all I have to do is 30,000 times 3 plus 30,000 divided by 3, which gives me 100,000 pairs. So that's basically what we're going to stick with. Now, based on this, we can conclude that the entire production, the worldwide production, will be anywhere between 100,000 to 200,000 pairs because I stretched that number by 2. Okay? Now, as you all know, I don't work for the brand, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt because I don't work for any of these brands. Now, before I talk about resale, I also want to tell you that I wrote an article on how to spot the fake one. The fake one's already out, so you may want to check that. Okay, again, the membership gives you access to all this premium content. So if you want to check your shoe to make sure you got an authentic pair, check the link in the description. I'll have a link for you. And now we're going to talk about resale. So how's resale doing? When I first checked it, here's what I got. I got my data from Sunday the 23rd to Monday the 31st. So the shoe first started at $269, then we had $251, $277, $268, $246, $246, $232, $241, and $228. So it's been kind of like steadily trending down. It's not, I thought it was going to be like going up, but yeah, he's been trending down. So what I would say is this, like the resale value, the average resale value is probably going to be anywhere between $225 and $240 by the time the shoe releases. And what I did was I also went ahead and I found the resale value by size, okay? And by size, I'll show you exactly what I got. So by size, that's what we have here. For size 10.5, your profit is anywhere between $30 and $39. You can see it on my table there on the screen, like the partition of all the profits. So for size 10, you make about $34. For size 11.5, you make about $56. 11, you make about $39. 12, about $42. 5.5, you make about $57. And the size 5 is the size that fetched the highest margin at $120 profit. Now for size 6.5, which is odd, is $10.35. 6 is $33, and 7.5 is $28. 7 is $35. 8.5 is $18. 8 is $28. 9.5 is $42, and 9 is $26. So you can kind of see what I did was I went ahead and found some kind of equation to help you come up with a good estimate. So I used, in this case, the logarithmic function, and that gave us the best estimate. So the function, the resale value will be 277 minus 20 natural log of time elapsed since May the 23rd. So based on that, when I plugged in 11, which is June the 3rd, the price is anywhere between $229 and then $230. So based on this model, your resale value by the time the shoe releases is going to be $230 for all shoes combined, okay? So the next thing we want to do is we're going to know if you want to get the shoe right away. If you want to get it now, I'll have a link for you in the description, okay? So this is pretty much it. So to recap, we talked about numbers made. I said anywhere between 100 and 200,000. As far as resale is concerned, between 225 and 240. And then be sure to check the comparison between the fake and the authentic, and also be sure to sign up for House of Kicks premium membership. I told you again what the membership entails. It's a lot of benefits, and if you can do this, I would appreciate it, because this does take a lot of work for me, and this is how I also provide for my family. So I would appreciate your support on it. Okay, thank you, and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.